Continue on with sources of nutrients. We're going to talk about vitamins and minerals. Vitamins and minerals boost your immune system, help normal cell function, and support growth and development in the body. Vitamins are classified as either fat-soluble or water-soluble. Fat-soluble vitamins dissolve in fat and are A, D, E, and K, vitamins A, D, E, and K, and can be found in dairy products, nuts, seeds, healthy oils, fortified breakfast cereals, and water-soluble, which dissolve in water, are like B and C vitamins, which you can be found in fruits and vegetables. Minerals such as phosphorus, calcium, sodium, potassium, and chloride are important for bones, tissue, nervous system, water balance, and your skeletal system. And a lot of those can be found in dairy products, nuts, and seeds, and other food items as well. So moving on, we're going to focus on the four. And we're going to have the four food items that we're going to focus on are grains, fruits and vegetables, healthy fats, and protein. And you can see from the chart from the Harvard Medical School, half of the plate is vegetables and fruits, and the other half is whole grains and healthy proteins. And then drinking water instead of sugary drinks, and having healthy fats as well. So we're going to focus on the four. And we have an activity that students will actually see where we make a layered salad with those four items. So everyone will receive a copy of this diagram, as well as a recipe for a healthy dressing. And you can see each of the layers. Healthy layer 1 is healthy fats, layer 2 is hard vegetables and legumes, layer 3 is more absorbent veggies, which would be like avocado and maybe brown rice and quinoa and a whole grain. The next layer, which is the greens, and there's a multitude of greens that you could use, ranging from kale to arugula or radicchio, or there's just lots of different lettuces and greens that you can use. And finally, putting a protein at the top, which could either be plant-based, like legumes and beans, or you could have animal, which would be cheese and meats. So now we move on to health now in college. To keep the body in good health is a duty, otherwise we will not be able to keep our mind strong and clear. Buddha said that, and he didn't even realize he was talking about college students, right? If you don't have a healthy body, then you don't have a strong mind. So with that, health now in college. You're independent now. You don't need your parents there to tell you what to eat and when to eat, but you have to make healthy choices on your own. So you may have to make some changes with regards to your perceptions about food. Some barriers to eating food might be the perceived cost. If it's higher cost, you might not want to eat it. So you might have to find less expensive ways to find the foods that you like. It's not going to be the same at home, culturally and familiarity. So the acceptability, you might have to change the acceptability. Accessibility, it might come from a food truck. You might have to modify your food plans at school, or you might live in a food desert, so you might have to go a little bit farther out to find healthy food. And the variety and quality, the adequacy. You're going to have to seek out some quality foods and make better choices on quality versus quantity. So we're going to talk a bit about defaults, and I'm going to give you an example of a default. So when you get your new phone and it has Pandora music already loaded on it, the default is the music that they want you to listen to. So they want you to listen to the Pandora brand because maybe they're getting more money for it. So you would have to load your Spotify on it if you didn't want their default. Well, defaults work the same way in college. They want you to eat certain foods that maybe they got better pricing on or they have larger quantities of. So the first choice that they give you might not be the best choice. So, the colleges and universities are in the business to sell food in their cafeterias and in their restaurants around. So are you being manipulated? Kind of. You kind of are. So, they put certain foods in the first spot for you to choose when you're walking along. Maybe menu items are changed to reflect choices that they want you to choose. So you want to skip the default or recognize the default and move beyond it. You might have to be prepared when you leave the house and say, okay, well, if I don't want their salad dressing, I might have to bring my own salad dressing. And you might have to recognize that you have to choose healthier defaults. If they want you to have white bread, and you might have to skip over that and get the wheat bread. So sometimes the first choice that they give you isn't always the healthiest choice. So being aware of defaults. Another problem on college campuses is food insecurity. Many students don't qualify for SNAP benefits, which are government subsidies for income for foods, because they are still considered under their parents' income. So the chart to the left shows out of 110 food banks, only 39 of them worked with SNAP applications to help students. And only 33 of them advocated for college hunger. So out of 110, that's not very many. That's not much support from this particular food bank. But there are other places. Many campuses have food pantries, or they have meal swipe programs. You can load apps on your phone to get coupons or to get deals on food. There are local food programs. You can apply for SNAP benefits if you work under 20 hours a week, and there are other parameters that SNAP has in place, but you could look into that. There's community kitchens, and there's potlucks and club meetings, and if you join different groups on campus, then there's opportunities to find different ways to find food. And you can start your own advocacy group for food insecurity on campus as well. So some tips and tricks to stay healthy on campus. Start every morning with breakfast. There are studies done that says that students will do better on tests, even if they have a little breakfast. Something is better than nothing. Choosing a limited meal plan, having 3 meals a day versus unlimited meal plan. Paying in cash or restricted debit cards, adding fruits and vegetables at every meal, replacing your sweetened beverage with water, stocking up on healthy snacks in your dorm and investing in a mini fridge. Become creative with your salads. Remember to, the salads that we made here today. You want to stay active, maybe meal prep, bring some food with you if you know that you aren't able to stop at a restaurant, and make healthy choices. Choose wheat bread over white bread and incorporate some whole grains, seeds, and nuts, and plant-based proteins versus animal proteins. So knowledge now for future health. Bethany Frankel, which I don't think that she's known for her nutrition advice since she was on Real Housewives of New York, she did say something great, which was, your diet is a bank account. Good food choices are good investments. So I really like that. So with that, we have our next activity. So find happiness with healthiness. So in your packet, you have one of these rainbow colored wheels. And within each of them, there's your social life, joy, spirituality, all kinds of things that can make you happy in your life. And what you want to do is, if you had a perfect life, all the dots would be in the center. So you want to plot where you are, where complete happiness is in the middle and unhappiness is on the outside. So you would want to plot where you are. Are you happy with your spirituality? Then you would put a dot in the center. If you're unhappy, then you would put it out here. And then you see the example below where they connected all the dots, and you can see where this person needed to work on. So they wanted to do more home cooking, but they felt like their spirituality was pretty strong. So, being healthy and getting involved at the university and student life center, seeking out and making time for healthy activities. Disease prevention activities like, exercising and having good mental health, going to the doctor annually or when you have a problem, finding a champion or coach, finding someone on campus, maybe a counselor or a religious person that you can talk to. So being healthy, recognizing what makes you healthy, and that will, recognizing what makes you happy, and that will help you be healthy. So knowledge now for future health, nutrition for the future. Look at all the diseases that can be prevented through good nutrition. Cancer, diabetes, cardiovascular disease, autoimmune diseases, osteoporosis, obesity, anemia, depression, anxiety, all this, including dental diseases, just from good nutrition. So knowing what vitamins and minerals you need, common deficiencies for college students are vitamin D, C, calcium, folate, and B12. So getting checkups to have those checked on a regular basis, as well as your iron. And if you're not feeling good, or you have unusual symptoms like your hair is falling out, or you're having sleeping problems or anxiety or cough, go to the doctor. That will help you for the future. So there's certain behaviors that really need to be addressed to prevent problems in the future. Smoking, marijuana use and drug use, premarital sex, alcohol use, and, mental health problems. Suicide is the third leading cause of death for 15 to 24-year-olds, and the second leading cause of death for the same age for white males. So all of these behavior changes and recognizing when you're having problems. Alcohol use and drug use increases the chances of making poor decisions as well. So, modifying or monitoring how much alcohol you're using and abstaining from these other items really will help you in the future. So disease prevention with increased exercise. Exercise and fitness routines build confidence, reduce and remove stress, improve learning and mental health, and improve immune health to prevent colds, flus, and viruses. So look at all the benefits that you have from this. Your heart, prevention of cancer, your GI system, diabetes, improve on back pain and joint pain, help you keep you slim, keep your mental health, and protect your bones. So many benefits of exercising now can support you later in life, because if you don't exercise now, you're at risk of other diseases later. So some final thoughts from Nutrition University. Eat a rainbow of colors, lots of vitamins, lots of minerals that will help you stay strong. Limit caffeine and sugary drinks. Eat with friends and get involved. Find happiness. Be prepared. If you have snacks and healthy snacks in your room or in your dorm room or in your apartment, then you won't have the need to go out and eat something that's less healthy. Get good sleep. Don't do drugs. Drink in moderation or not at all. Exercise and stay active, and adopt good behaviors now to prevent diseases later. So I hope you enjoyed your time here at Nutrition University, and remember, smarter eating for greater learning.